Good morning. My name is Dr. Mendoza, and I am the president of A&M Physical Therapy in Florida. Just wanted to welcome you today to coffee, COVID, and respiratory hygiene. So welcome. I guess I did this video because we have successfully mitigated risk in Florida as essential physical therapy clinics. And we've been doing this since March 2020. So what is the current recommendation today? So I want you to understand that we in the US and Canada are a little behind countries in Asia. So we have to follow the guidelines based on the CDC. So the CDC is a US organization, and they talked about certain things that we need to implement, such as visual alerts at the entrance. So we're praying that you're all aware of that. If you are not yet open as a physical therapy clinic, that is an essential physical therapy clinic. It's been open since the pandemic began. We have visual alerts in the front of our clinic and in the building. We also have respiratory hygiene etiquettes. So obviously covering your mouth and nose when you're coughing or sneezing. It's very interesting. Last year with SARS, there were a lot of people coming into the clinics. They were coughing and sneezing, and they were just brushing it off. They said they went to the doctor, and they said it'll just go away. So this year, maybe I had 1 out of 100 coughing, and they're very embarrassed when they cough when they're in the clinic. So I want you to understand it's working. What we've been implementing to help mitigate risk is working. So we don't have as many people coming into clinics coughing and sneezing. Or if they are, they're very embarrassed and they're not even going into the clinic. So we allow them to stay in the car and wait it out or come another day. We're also checking their temperatures. So the third one was masking. Masking came on a little later. So there were not enough masks. So we have a lot of entrepreneurial ladies that came up with masks. We bought them from the ladies and other organizations and had our patients wear them because we could not find N95 masks. So we were already ahead of that. We were masked as physical therapists and occupational therapists and staff. So we want to mitigate risk again by not spreading secretions in the air. So that's the same thing as the fourth recommendation of droplet precautions that the CDC recommends. So if you're in close contact with your patients, wear a mask so you don't inevitably share droplets in the air. But these are all medical precautions and medical mitigation risks. What about for us physical therapists? Let's get a sip of this wonderful coffee. And just for those that don't know, Tim Hortons, I love my Timmy's. Tim Hortons Bold Roast, Torréfaction Corsée. Keurig makes them now. Thank you, Keurig. And let's have our second sip. So, in the 1990s, we were also exposed to an epidemic called the AIDS epidemic. Unlike now, a lot of the governments didn't know what we were dealing with, so we were gloved, we were wearing masks, and we were treating patients because we didn't know what we were dealing with in the 1990s. And now we're looking back, everyone knows what's happening, we're gloved. So we relaxed a lot of the rules. We certainly know we can use our hands on patients with AIDS, and as long as we're washing our hands. You don't necessarily have to have gloves. So nowadays, because we still don't know much about the COVID-19, we're wearing gloves when we're touching patients and wearing masks. So until we get a true vaccine that is effective, we're doing what we can to mitigate risk. In the physical therapy world, we use common sense techniques. So relaxation therapy is what we teach and is infused in our physical therapy sessions. What does that mean? Working on calm breathing. So let's practice the concepts. We teach this all the time, and I teach Tai Chi and Qigong. So come look at us at A&M Physical Therapy, A&M Physical Therapy and Occupational Therapy in Facebook, or A&M Therapy Inc. in Facebook or Instagram, AM Physical Therapy, #MyAMHealth. So what I want you to practice today is respiratory and calm breathing. Not just hygiene, but actually therapy to relax your body under attack from stress, from all the different things that might happen. So what we do know about the COVID virus is that it attacks the upper respiratory. So work on different things to prevent your body from holding on to the virus. So what I want you to practice is calm breathing. So let's try to find a place that's quiet. I want you to take a deep breath, slow deep breath through your nasal passages, your nose. So take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out as if you're blowing through a straw. And do that slowly. So again, I will talk about calm breathing. All right, take a deep breath in through the nose. And if you want, you can hold it for 1, 2, 3 count. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth as if you're blowing through a straw. And I want you to learn to do that every so often. I would say every 30 minutes, do at least 6 to 8 deep breaths. I also want you to think of calming your jaws, your face, your neck, your shoulders, and your stomach as you breathe in and out. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So try to see a physical therapist if you want to learn more about respiratory therapy techniques that help you mitigate your risk of taking on too much stress and literally letting the virus come into your body because of stress and not learning how to breathe properly. Breathe in and out slowly. These are common sense techniques that work. God bless, stay safe, and please have your coffee and check out our coffee co-video and techniques to mitigate risk. God bless.